Hello, my YouTube family. It is Wednesday, April 2nd, 2014. Yes, people, we are in April already. 2 more months, and that's half the year gone. And 2 more months, and my big boy becomes the big number 2. Yes. I feel like I'm getting old already. Not that he's going to be leaving the nest anytime soon, because it is his house. So, anyway. Okay, so as you can see, it was kind of a nudish day. But guess what's on my cheekies? Yes, people, this is on my cheeks. The one I am wearing is Rose Golden Goddess. You know, I had to do the Rose Golden Goddess first. Rose Gold. Okay, just saying. And even though there's like no color, there's a bit of a nice glow, but it's not glittery at all. It is not glittery. It's not even really shimmery. It's just there. And it just brightens my cheeks. And I am a happy, happy camper. So next in line is Carnival in Rio. And I don't know when I'll be wearing that. It depends on what I'll be wearing, which I have no idea as of right now. So I just wanted to mention that is on my cheeks. Woo. Woo. Loving it. Okay, so as for the nude lip, well, you know, my all-time nub, Club Monaco in pink brown. I'm surprised you can still see the name. But there it is, pink brown for all the world to see. This is actually a combo, believe it or not. The lipstick is the Maybelline Color Sensational lipstick. This is Maybelline Color Sensational. And this is in the color Totally Toffee. Totally Toffee. A gorgeous, gorgeous nude. But it's almost like a barely there nude with a slight pink undertone. Barely there. You can barely see it, really. Barely there. So, you know, it would have just been flat on my lips had I not put a topper on top. So, that is the Totally Toffee lipstick. And what is giving it its nice shine is an oldie honey. But I think you may or may not be able to still find these. Sally Hansen Diamond Lip Treatment. And this is in the color Antique Rose, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Antique Bronze. Excuse me, Antique Bronze. Yeah, this is Antique Bronze. You can see I've been using that up. And I will do a swatch for you right next to, barely see this one too, which is why they go so well together. Okay, this is, see, they go so well together because they're both a rather sheer nude. And put together, they give you this little combo right here. I know I outdid it with the liner. Earlier this morning, I blended it rather well, but after lunch, yeah, I kind of did the liner a little too deep. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but it's still not that bad looking. But there you have it. That's the combo. That's the Maybelline Color Sensational lipstick in Totally Toffee, and this is the lip gloss, the Sally Hansen Diamond Lip Treatment in Antique Bronze. Loving it, loving the look, loving the look. I'm loving my look today. I'm feeling a little bit better, but not 101%. People are coughing and wheezing and all over the place. Last night, I was so out of it that I went to sleep at 11:30. That, like, never happens. I usually go to sleep at 12. I know a whole 30 minutes. Ooh, Nancy, a whole 30 minutes. But you could do a lot in a whole 30 minutes. I could watch some videos. I could post on Facebook. I could do a lot in 30 minutes, honey. But 11:30, I couldn't hold on any longer. I had to call it a night. And it was a rather good night because before I went to sleep, I doused my chest with some Vapor Rub, slid a little under my nose, and What else did I? Oh, and I took some cough syrup, and I passed out. Passed out. And that may have to be the case again today because I'm still coughing, but it wasn't as bad as yesterday. So, plus I took the Excedrin yesterday, which I think sort of helped me throughout the night. Like throughout the night, I was feeling a little bit better, but then, you know, aspirin only lasts for so long, and then you come down. And by the time I was coming down, it was time to go to sleep. So I was like, yeah, let me just come down and crash. Vapor rub my chest and underneath my nose, and I took my cough syrup and I called it a night. And it was a very good, relaxing night. And let me tell you, Tomcat, he is a male. All of a sudden has found my sisters just to walk all over them. I'm like, he used to just walk all over my stomach. Now he moved up. He moved up toward my sisters. And I mean, I didn't even realize that I had turned on my back as I was sleeping. I must have been wanting to turn, but I just didn't make the full turn. So I was just lying on my back, and all of a sudden I went, ooh! And he's looking at me like, what? What? And then he just kept on moving. By this time, it was like 4-ish, 4:45 in the morning. I was like, baby, I still got some time to sleep. You need to walk elsewhere. When he found the end of the bed, I think he realizes that I'm sick because he's not sleeping close to me. He's sleeping like away from me, but he's not sleeping like in another room. He likes the bed. He passed out here. Do you want to see him? Look at this. Sad, pitiful. Look at him. Just out like a light. Look at him. Yeah, this is the cat. Look at how fat he's become. Look at this. Oh yeah, he a big boy now. This is my cat, people. Wow, I actually got it back in the same position. That never happens. But anyway, yeah, that's the welcoming committee. In any event, yeah, he was sleeping at the foot of the bed. He slept at the foot of the bed last night and the night before. So he must realize, yeah, mommy's kind of sick and I don't want to have anything to do with it. But I'll keep her company anyway. But it looked like he found some cushions. And oh no, he's not going to be using the sisters as cushions no time soon. No. I've got to make sure to, if I'm going to turn, I need to turn all the way. Because I don't mind him. He usually hops on my hip. And then he like uses my hip as a bridge. I can't really say all night. He doesn't do that all night. When he's winding down, like I'm already wound down and I'm ready to go. But you know, Tom has a different clock because what you see him doing now is what he pretty much does the whole damn day. Plays a little bit, you know, eats a little bit, and then that. Sad, pitiful. But I love him to death. Love my cat to death. So that's it, people. That is all. I know it's short and to the point. I have no stories for you. Cutie is going to school. I told you about that. He's taking classes. His philosophy class, which he can't understand jack. And I told him he wouldn't be able to understand jack because apparently philosophy classes never changed. When you take a philosophy class, you need to really keep your mind open because you won't understand jack, which is what he's not doing. He's not understanding jack. He's taking philosophy and he's taking like a social studies class or something. Geography class. I think that's what it is. A geography class and a philosophy class. So he's doing rather well in his geography class because I think he just took a test and he just got, you know, he passed with flying colors. Excuse me. But he's got, I think, philosophy tonight. And he's like, yeah, well, you know, I've got class tonight. And I'm like, okay, you're not looking too enthused, which probably means that you've got philosophy. And he's like, yep. I'm like, yeah, I pretty much know by now. So I don't know what the hell is going on with him and Mrs. Cutie. I have not seen them. I have not seen her in a while. The last time I saw her was last week. Or was it 2 weeks ago? And I haven't seen her since. Like, normally she'll pass by my front door, the glass doors. I get to check to see if he's in there or not. But gotta stretch my legs, people. I haven't seen her in a stone's age. So I don't know if there's trouble in paradise. Or if there is a paradise anymore. I don't know. And I haven't seen any postings from her page, because he doesn't really post on his page. If anything, if there's like pictures of the both of them, it'll pop up on her page, even though I'm not her friend. So, but she tags him, so I guess by him being tagged, he pops up on my, I don't know what Facebook is doing or what's going on, but there used to be a time that I used to see their pictures, and I'm not seeing any as of late. So I could be reading into it. I don't know. But I haven't seen her in a while. So I don't know what that means. In any event, none of my beeswax. Who saw Real Housewives of New York last night? Does Heather think that she comes from the hood? I really, Miss Holla, huh? Does she really, from the holla to everything else, the way she's talking like she's from the ghetto. I don't understand. I don't get it. Maybe she's hanging out with P. Diddy just a little too much, and the black is rubbing off. I don't know. People, my nose is running. I'm sorry. I know that's just TMI, but I don't need to be sitting up here, Anyway. So let's discuss, because I don't know what's going on with her, but all I know is who is this woman that Aviva has decided to attach to the group? That chick? Oh, yeah. Well, see, I am black, so I would get loud. The way Heather got loud, it just doesn't look right on Heather. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to sound racist. I really am not. Lord knows I am far from racist. With the amount of the United Nations colors that I have in my family, I have no right, not even a thought of being racist. So, but I'm just saying that, I think the girl said she wanted to deck her, and then Heather said, oh, you want to deck me? Well, stand up straight and then deck me. If you want to deck me, go ahead and deck me. I was like, wow. It's like that with Heather? She's like, she's like a homegirl or something. I don't know. But we saw Luann. Luann popped up. Well, this whole fiasco happened at Luann's Hamptons resort. I call it a resort because, these people don't live in houses. They live in like mansions for their summer homes. So all of this madness was happening at Luann's. She had like a barbecue or something. And finally, she and Aviva made up. And I think Aviva got a little pissed off about that. Because, if you're not on Aviva's camp, then, if you're not with her, you're against her. She needs to straighten up and fly right. She really does, because I cannot stand her. She's getting worse and worse every week. Seriously. Oh, and she was kissing Sonia, because Sonia was sticking up for her. And she was like, yes, girl, you understand me. You understand. And then they stood up and kissed. I don't understand what that's about. But, yeah, a hot mess, just a hot mess. I really, I don't know. Maybe fists were thrown. I have no idea. Tune in next week. We shall see. So that took care of that. Then I was waiting for a new episode of Chicago Fire. Turned out it was a repeat. I was not happy. Chicago Fire is my show. What show is it, Nancy? But it's on the list. So there was no Chicago Fire, which means that instead of DVRing Person of Interest, which is what I normally do, I just watched Person of Interest, which I happen to like, by the way. In any event, oh, honey, if you only knew the amount of television shows, I DVR Dr. Phil every day. I DVR Judge Judy every day. I DVR you know, whatever, if I'm watching something, you know, something else is being DVR'd. That's just the way it is, which is why on the weekends I do absolutely nothing, because I'm doing something, which means I'm catching up on my shows. Okay, so yeah, that's my life. I DVR what I don't watch during the day because, hello, I'm working. And then I catch up on those shows. And TMZ. Gotta watch my TMZ. I DVR TMZ. I DVR Dr. Phil. And I DVR Judge Judy every single day. And then I catch up with them on the weekends. But remember last Saturday, where did I go? I went to get my car inspected, right? Why is it that this morning I'm driving and all of a sudden the service engine soon light comes on? And I'm driving and I didn't hear anything. Nothing went kaploop. Nothing went kaplop. Nothing went ring-a-ling-a-ling. My car is driving like a dream. All of a sudden, service engine soon comes on. And this is a light that just stays on. It doesn't blink. It just stays on. I was like, excuse you? You got inspected and you passed the inspection last Saturday. Now I have to go back to him again this Saturday and have to ask him, you need to explain this to me. Because why is my service engine light coming on all of a sudden? After it passed its inspection just last Saturday. I didn't hit anything. I didn't drive over anything. I didn't go through a pothole. I didn't. So, yeah. And it just makes me nervous. Just being there, you know? It just makes me nervous because now I'm on edge. I can't even drive relaxed now because now the service engine light is on. So now I'm just driving and I'm white knuckling it to please just help me get to my destination. Because I don't know. The car itself is driving like a dream. So I'm thinking that maybe when they were tweaking or whatever, they did something to the light. Because that happened, excuse me. It's that whole coughing thing in my throat. That happened with the change oil soon. 2 months ago, I went for an oil change. And they changed the oil, but they forgot to switch off the change oil soon light. So every time I turned my car on, you know, all the lights go on, and then that one just stayed on. And it stays on for a while, and then it disappears. So when I got the car inspected, I told them, you know, just a few weeks ago, you know, I was here, and I got my oil changed, but I guess you forgot to switch off the change oil light soon, and that needs to be fixed. So they fixed that. Now this light is coming on. Service engine soon. And you know, service engine soon. That is big ducats. Okay. I don't have big ducats right now. Okay. So they need to talk to me because you need to tell me that's a mistake. Something. Because I just came here just last week. And all of a sudden, service engine light. Like, miraculously, right after the inspection, oh, looky, your service engine light goes on. That's not a coincidence. No. Something, y'all need to talk to me, fix that, and don't charge me much if anything has to be done. Okay? So, yeah, people. That's what's going on. That's what's rolling with me right now. 3 down, 2 more to go, people. Okay? As you can see, I'm rattling on a lot longer than I was yesterday. So obviously Nancy must be feeling a little bit better. Oh, he woke up. He's still there though. I mean, he's not sprawled out. He's kind of like crouched. And I don't know what the hell he's staring at. Anyway, that is all for now. I have filled you in on work, filled you in on lips of the day, filled you in on this magic beauty right here. What the hell was I afraid of? When I kept passing it by, what the hell was I afraid of? There's nothing to be afraid of. This is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. This rose golden goddess. It just a light. It just gives me a little light on my cheeks. And then you have the combo. And then that's it, people. That is all I have for you. Filled you in on everything. Filled you in on TV. Filled you in on cutie. That's it. That's all there is for now. So I will see you tomorrow's Thursday So I don't know if I'll see you or not, because I think I saw you last Thursday. Surprise, surprise. So I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. With Thursdays, you just never know. Okay, but don't be surprised if you don't see me. Okay, I always try, people. I always try. And then, you know, Pop wants to talk, or I need to talk to Pop, or, you know, whatever the case. So it's his day off. Thursdays are his day off. I have to catch up with my Pops. Okay. You know I love my YouTube family, but, you know, Pop is blood. All right. So you know who's going to come first. Always and forever. Okay. Just letting you know. And on that note, that's it. I love you. I love my YouTube family. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. And, yeah, that's it. This is a combo. And let me know what you think about the combo. All right. I love you. I will talk to you. If not tomorrow, then definitely on Friday. Okay. Bye now.